ASL Plays of the Week.
In Challenger League, Africanus is looking to roll in against ACR Aaron's pre-split tank and bio position. They are spread fairly well, but is there simply too much Zerg and too many Banelings for Aaron to hold? Maybe going directly after the third base position here, and it's just a lot. The Widow Mines aren't in position for that. Directly against the bio itself, Lings first, and reasonable pre-splits here, but these Banelings will end up pressing through everything and detonating. Reasonable Widow Mine shots, but not the best, and not all of them were burrowed. A lot of the Banelings do self-destruct on Marauders, though. But ZTTLL is looking to attack Joker's Natural. He seems to have a stronger Roach force, but dreadful positioning and upgrades end up telling the tale. Move, and he's just going to retreat to a much stronger position, and with these spine crawlers that have not been taken out. He's got half these roaches trapped though behind the army, and I'm not even sure what's happening here. Oh, he tried to click directly on this spine crawler and lost half his army as it tried to run around these roaches. That's disastrous for ZTLL, turning a completely winning position into a losing one there. Big Robo moves up a ramp into a huge surround from Neuralisk. However, great play with Infestors and a huge wedge end up turning the tides. They're now burrowed and running around.
Oh, that's a lot of roaches, and here comes the fight. This is a really good surround by Neuralist, but nice big fungals on both sides of the army, and I think the roaches are just going to clean this up.
Yeah, I think just overwhelming him, even though he was surrounded completely there. He just had too much. The fungals were perfect on both sides. In our Premier League, Past is staring down the barrel of a huge attack by Genesis. However, some Baneling connections at the end do even the story. An off medevac account not very high. And here come the Banelings now.
Genesis splitting back, but Banelings without Marauder defense aren't going to do that.
He literally kind of ran into them, but he will drive this back, and tanks are still alive, Marines are still alive. And he will ultimately end up killing this base here. More Banelings are being brought in, but it's going to be a little while. Past is looking for a Baneling bust against Pride, but leaves a bunker just barely alive. Does he have enough to power through and actually end the game?
Please cancel it, please.
Let's get the cancel. And now, these bunkers
the second
empty.
wave. Yeah. Those Banelings, though, smashing through the supply depot. If you go for the barracks, you can take out two of them at once, but that's not what happens. As it is, enough Marines, enough Reapers perhaps to contain these rampaging. No, it's still not enough. The Lings are just straight in. All of the SCVs are going to be torn apart.
But there's no reinforcements coming across. DNA is launching very successful multi-pronged aggression against Ender's Sword. Will Ender's frighteningly good looks be enough to hold, or will he be forced to counter all in?
It's actually now. Here it is. This is the moment. Drop that tunnel warp.
He was trying to get the
nice
mothership core and was unable to do so.
Unless
he goes again.
Completely whiffs it. He's going to take out the rebuilding main nexus. No cancel on that.
And if he gets a cyber core, got it.
Stalkers.
Oh my goodness. The infrastructure.
Yeah, that isn't that big a deal, losing the cyber core, because stalkers aren't really what he needs to be building at this point. But what he needs.
Oh, I would be screaming if I was Undersword right now.
Well, I imagine he's not best pleased about how many nexuses he's lost, and there's another one going down towards the third base. Yep.
Oh my god, that one he canceled.
Saber is launching both Hellbat and Banshee-based aggression against Fat Tire. Will Fat Tire be able to hold, or will Hellbat successfully do what they normally do?
It's just more and more, and it's cutting into the macro of Fat Tire to such a crazy extent.
Oh, here we go. 4 Hellbats and a Hellion.
Four Hellbats and a Banshee shoving into the natural. Lings attack into the Hellbats, and they do absolutely nothing as per. You can't fight those. It would be nice to see medevac support coming out with these guys. It's really useful to have the healing, but Hellbat versus. See, there's less than 2. It worked.
It worked. But now there's 3, now what?
Now don't pull the drones, do not pull those drones. The Lings are going to be able to assist, but still there's an evacuation on the natural as this little kill force of Saber just shoves its way in. It could even pick up +1 Carapace, which I don't think is going to make any difference. Yeah.
Denied.
In a very strange game, Saber ends up with tons of BCs against Claire, who is also in a mech army. Will the BCs be able to edge out an army that they are vastly superior to?
These auto turrets, this is where the Ravens are coming in. But he used all of his PDDs way too early, and now the battlecruisers are unsupported. So as soon as the next wave of Vikings comes out, and every time a wave of Vikings comes out, the battlecruisers are going to get chipped away at and chipped away at. See, there's the first round. There's no more PDDs left.
Boy.
Here they come. The Yamato cannons are being fired, and he's got so many of them because they've banked up so much energy that this could actually still go the way of Saber.
Wow.
Even with this engagement.
Battle Cruiser is so strong. Holy crap, you would think that should be doing more damage than this.
This just shouldn't have happened. This has made me a bit sad because Claire could have killed this about 3 or 4 times during this game, and yet here Saber is rushing across with so many battlecruisers. It's so close. Missile turrets just took out a battlecruiser.
Well, hey, good. That's something killed one. There's a couple crippled ones. He's just not having any. She's not focusing down the weak ones.
No, the control is being so strange, and Saber's on 188 supply. Admittedly, that is 6 battlecruisers in production. That's like 36 supply, but point stands. And
they are.
Saber attempts a Thor rush against Claire. Will Claire be able to hold this off and actually out-damage the healing provided by SCVs?
Sticky engagement for Claire right there. There's not that many SCVs to heal it as well, so there's now very little tanking left for Saber. With actual Marauders out for Claire, what we need to see is just this burst down. I think just going and picking them off with a Marine Fire would be a better idea than trying to focus down the floor, but it could be too late at this point. SCVs
I think SCVs will be enough here.
Yeah, maybe. The plays! Pulling those SCVs through.
SCVs are just going to town, and there it goes.
Now this is the problem. Now everything's dead, and there's another Thor.
In Saber's 4th clip of the day, we find out that Saber believes that SCVs following a medevac is interesting.
Awesome.
Here it comes.
Don't go into the mineral line because you're going to have to fight.
Just don't get surrounded. That's all it needs. Just keep picking up and dropping off. Move around. Drop again. Oh, yeah.
This is going to be awesome.
Best game in the world. App6 is doing a really good job of dealing with this, but he can't mine. He literally can't mine anything whilst this is going on.
Fat Tire launches a very strong roach attack against Claire, who initially seems to underestimate the threat. Will Claire be able to hold this 4th off, or will the roaches plow through?
3 of the SCVs, well, they're very, very late already, and I don't get it. But
oh boy.
Hello. What are you doing? What are you doing, Claire? Get back inside. Oh no! Get that. Are you?
Oh! Why did you not just
That was
run
the
forward?
closest. That was the closest thing to that not going up I've ever seen. But as it stands, Depot's down. The roaches are pushing away, doing some good damage to SCVs. But Claire has just dropped mules at the natural. Claire thinks this is fine. Look at the mule wall. There are 2 Marauders now in the mix, and the rest of the SCVs have come off the line, so they're providing some great buffering. And Marauders pretty good. If you borrow this Widow Mines and your SCVs die, I'm going to probably cry. No, it turns out to be okay. So
that would have been pretty sick if he blew up his owner.
Thank you for tuning in, everyone, to ASL Replays of the Week. Please watch our Twitch channel this week. The stream will be available Monday through Thursday night at 6 PM US Pacific at twitch.tv/Ascended Starcraft. Have a good weekend, everyone.